Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Salute to y'all this morning. Hope everybody's doing good this Sunday morning. KQ, what's up with you, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing fantastic, man. I had a great night of boxing, man, and I thank everybody for coming in last night. Man, it was great last night. I'm talking about on all the boxing last night was great on Showtime and ESPN.
Yes,
Yes,
sir. Yes,
yep.
sir, man. You was on the call, man. You was able to catch the Showtime card too. You went back and watched that one, huh?
Well, no, I called it. Why ESPN was messing around in between
Because
fights,
they was taking forever. Yep. They
right?
was taking forever to call it to
Right.
start that fight. I think they did that on purpose to try to let Showtime get as close to being done as possible so everybody would come over and watch them. And man, what a night of boxing, man. I want to start before we do the roll call though, and before we get into the fights last night, some very, very good news in the sport of boxing got dropped um regarding Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. They said the fight is nearly done. It's gonna be done for October.
Yes, sir.
And that both sides have all but come to an agreement, man. Looks like we finally are about to get the fight that everybody has been waiting for.
Yes,
What's your thoughts, man? Are you excited? Are you pessimistic? Are you optimistic? What's your thoughts on that big news that dropped over the weekend, man?
well, I'm excited, and I'm 90% sure that this fight is just about complete.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that it is complete, actually, allegedly. Let me put it that way, and I'm excited about it. I'm very excited about it. This is a fight that's been a long time coming. Both guys are not getting any younger. You got Terrence Crawford at the age of 35, and you got Earl Spence. He's in his 30s also. So now think about this. Terrence Crawford haven't fought since he left Top Rank. Now you tell me, what was the issue when he was with Bob Arum? Why that fight never got made? Why that fight never took place? Now, of course, Earl Spence said he took the easy route, just like Canelo's doing. Okay, but nobody want to talk about that. But
Mm-hmm.
still, now I believe that Earl, I mean, but I mean, Bob Arum was the issue. I really believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that was the issue because neither one of the fighters, no matter how you slice it or dice it, don't matter if you love Earl Spence or loathe them, all right? But neither one of these fighters was scared to fight each other, all right? I believe it was Bob Arum and Bob Arum alone. So, I mean, now we got this fight. I'm happy. I know Terrence is happy, so we got one more hurdle to get over. And trust me, Earl Spence going to get over that hump. He going to work it out, all right? Because great minds think alike. So both of you guys won it. So I'm happy for it. Yeah.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm excited. All the narratives and this person ducking that person, all of that stuff is over now. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff
Right.
falls on deaf ears now because these guys are actually about to get in the ring and fight. And it's the one that we all been waiting for, and I just want to say I don't see this fight going the distance. I ain't picking the winner yet, but I will say one fan base and one fighter is gonna find out one very important lesson in life.
Mhm.
Everything that you ask for ain't what you want, bro. Cause it's some diehard fans on both sides, and somebody is gonna get somebody gonna get beat, and it's gonna be convincingly. I don't see this being no close, controversial fight on the scorecards. I think both of these fighters are too good. I think both of these fighters are got too much dog in them, so to speak.
Mhm.
And I think that somebody's gonna end up imposing their will on this fight,
Mhm.
and they're gonna get somebody up out of there, man. So I'm excited for it. I think it has the potential to be the fight of the year. And so we'll see. We'll see, man. But I'm excited for the news. I just want everyone that's been running around with these false narratives. I just want to know if they're gonna admit that they were wrong this whole time, or if they're
Mhm.
just gonna act like they never said it. So we'll see. But that's not the major thing. The major thing is that we get in the fight. We get in
Right.
the fight. So that's what I'm excited about. That's what I'm gonna choose to focus on. And I'm also focused on the fact that I got 50 people in here and 28 likes. So I got like 22 haters right now. I know y'all don't hate us this morning, man. Go ahead and smash
Yeah.
the like button if you just got in here, bro. It's
Let me
free.
ask you.
We got
Okay.
the cash apps, we got the super chats and shit, but that costs money. We understand. But the like button is free. So hit the
Okay.
like button. It don't cost a damn thing, man. Hit the like button for us. Headbutt it, rabbit punch it, which the heavyweight fight last night, that
Mhm.
was some illegal shit. We're gonna talk about that. That man rabbit punched the shit out of that dude and knocked him out, man. Caught him all in the back of the head. But we'll talk about that in a minute. But what were you about to ask me, OG? What were you about to say?
Well, I was going to say that now when we had Manny and Floyd, do you think this fight going to live up to its hype? Do you think
Yeah.
this fight is going to live up to what we all expect it to be, or are we going to get the Manny Pacquiao type fight with Floyd?
Nah, because Floyd, his style is much more defensive. Obviously, y'all all know that he's much more of a counter puncher, and he let stuff come to him. Manny
Mhm.
Pacquiao was short, and his dimensions couldn't add up, so Floyd was just able to outbox him. Both of these guys, they're long, they're aggressive. They're both finishers. They both look for that shot. The styles, I think, Terrence Crawford being a sharpshooter, being somebody that
Mhm.
really once he gets a good shot, he'll go for the kill. Earl Spence being the bulldozer that he is. I think these styles match up way too well for us to get a fight like that. I think it's gonna be action packed. It's gonna be high paced. And these two camps and these two fighters, like, there's a healthy like dislike there. They like really want to show that you the man. I don't think we necessarily had that with Manny and Floyd. I think it was more so the fans and stuff. I think for this one, it's like the two fighters that are like really don't like each other, really want to show that they the best and they that guy. So,
Mhm.
I think it'll live up to the hype. I think it'll live up to the hype because I think it's gonna be an action packed fight. Because you can't. I have never seen a boring Terrence Crawford fight. Now I've never seen a boring Earl Spence fight. So you put those two together, with their styles, I think it's gonna be something that's just legendary. To be real with you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir. But let's
right.
get to the roll call, man. We got 60 people in here. Y'all smash the like button as you come in. Let me see who we got in the building so far. We got Ryan Hong in here. What's up, Ryan? I Karma 123. Bole. What's up? Teach. Yoda Wise Crush. Southpaw Killer. What's good with you? Cassandra in the building. Andrew Gray. What's up with it? G Parker. Salute G. DJ. What's up, DJ? Albert Doherty. We got DP Rocker. What's up, DP? Mansa Musa Lifestyle. What's up? My beautiful wife in the building. What's up, baby? Mac of the South. Underground Asylum. What's good? R West. What's popping with you? Omega Red. YGB 22. What's up with it? Coach Joe. What's up? Jamel Hurd. Who else we got in here, man? It just skipped on me, but I'll go back and find it. Hold up. There we go. Underground Asylum. What's up, bro? Andrew Gray. What's good? Brown Unboxing. Salute to you, bro. Renique 313. What's good? The Assassin DLJ in the building. What's up with it, man? Jelly Bean 420 4280. What's up? Nazay Haney. That's right. Glad I changed my pick. The video dropped early yesterday morning. I put it on my community page. I
Mhm.
called in to KQKC. I hopped on Southern T Boxing and Sports. My official pick was Devin Haney. So if you was in here hoping I was gonna eat crow, I changed my pick. I wised up and I changed it before the fight early yesterday morning. Just go check my final prediction video. I dropped it yesterday, so I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. I had Haney. I figured it out. Might have been later than I would have liked, but I figured it out. So I don't want to hear nothing. Uncommentary, what's up with it, bro? What's up with it? Yep, 12-0. He 12-0'd his ass. Don't tell the judges that. And they still tried to get his ass, acting
Yep.
like that.
They did.
Like
It,
that fight
it
was close.
wasn't no way close.
Some 116 and 112. I was like, see, I was wrong, but I was right. They still tried to get that young man, bro.
Yep,
Man, gave
man.
that man 4 rounds. Fuck out of here, bro. He whipped his ass so bad they couldn't even round. NBA D Nice, what's up with it, man? Ron, y'all in the building. What's up, Ron? Salute to you. Silver, what's up, Silver? Salute, bro. Rick Tim's in the building. What up, Rick? What's good with you?
Correct.
On commentary, that was clutch. Yeah, that was clutch, man. Hey, we take our record serious. We have to consider everything. When I saw that weigh in, I was like, shit. George Cambosos about to get his ass. Well, Devin in too good a shape, and his ass all the way out of shape. And his daddy coming, yeah, he gonna do good enough. They ain't gonna be able to rob him. Coach Joe with that $5 say, "What's up, big bro KO and the OG KQ? Y'all come together like Bean and Shaq. Yeah, Kobe Bryant and Shaq, man. Doing our
Yes, sir.
thing." All right, KQ, did you watch the zone card? Did you see the zone card?
No, I didn't.
You
I
didn't
did
watch
not.
it? All right, man.
I did.
we'll go to the Showtime card then, man. Let's talk about David Morrell first. Let's start off with David Morrell. He was the co-main event. It was only a 2-fight card on Showtime because I know what y'all here for. The majority of our time, we're gonna be talking about Haney. But yeah, we gotta talk about these other fights first. So the David Morrell versus Kelvin Henderson fight, man. What you got on that? I know you talked to Ronnie Shields. You was telling me you talked to Ronnie Shields after the fight or early this morning. Ronnie Shields, for those y'all don't know, that's David Morrell's trainer. Just what did you think of Morrell, man, and his performance last night?
Well, I called Ronnie to congratulate him, and I didn't know he was gonna pick up the phone, but he did. And he feels that David Morrell, great fighter. He's just not ready for a David Benavidez. He's just not ready for a Canelo. He's learning. This is on his second fight with Ronnie. So Ronnie just don't know exactly what he has. And let's be honest, he could fight better competition. But Henderson last night, he was gamed. He was game to fight with David Morrell. Now, David Morrell, to be at 168, to be that tall and that strong, he moves very quick. He moves just like a 154 pounder, a middleweight. All right. So, I mean, so he was pretty much right out the gate, going upstairs, going downstairs, going around the corner, going around the guard. That's what he was doing. But Henderson, pretty much what he did was, and this is his strategy. Now, I thought he was lingering on the ropes because of fatigue, but he wasn't. That was a strategy because he didn't know where the punches was coming from. Because David Morrell was mixing up his punches. He was going upstairs, he was going downstairs, he was going with the uppercut, he was going with a shovel jab, you name it, he was doing it in the southpaw stance. And that's why Henderson bagged back towards the ropes so he can counter. And he did a great job in countering, but not great enough. Because David Morrell was pretty much set down on his punches and pretty much accumulated his punches, and the referee had to step in and stop the fight. So it didn't last too long, but it lasted long enough to know that David Morrell was getting in his groove. When he started kicking his feet up and doing things like that, that means he's comfortable. That means that he feels, okay, I got this. All right. But he was very cautious. He was very cautious because once he head against the ropes, he'll step in, get his combinations off, then step back, put the high guard up, come in slowly, come in like that. And then pretty much threw in combinations and got him out of there. So
yes,
I was impressed, but I have to go with Ronnie on this. You know, he had to step up slowly but surely. You cannot move this young man too fast. He's from Cuba, but he made Minneapolis, Minnesota his home. But he does work out in Houston, Texas. Okay, so let's see what the future has to hold for this young man. So
yes, sir. Ghost and Zenith, what's up with y'all, man? Salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through. Man, so David Morrell came out like he had put some money on the first, like he put all his purse on the first round knockout. like he took the purse they paid him and he just put all that shit on the first round knockout. Cause he came out, bro. He tried to hit Kelvin Henderson with everything you can hit that man with except the kitchen sink, man. So I'm gonna say this about him. It's the same shit that I say about Ammo Williams, who's another prospect that I really like. Bro, you have to be more patient. Yes. You got to be more patient. Because when he got the stoppage in round 4, it was because he slowed down. He was working off his jab. He was picking his shots. You could see the straight left hand is nice, both up, top, down to the body. That right hook that he got, them uppercuts. He can throw every punch. He's an offensive juggernaut, but he was getting caught with some shots because he was over aggressive. And I'm about to catch the whole chat with some shots, and I'm about to get over aggressive because I got 22 people ain't smashed the like button. Smash on the like button, man, for this content, bro. We do this for y'all every Sunday. It's early. I got poison ivy I gotta go take care of in my backyard, man. It's gonna be a long, hot day for me. All right. I love y'all, but y'all gotta smash the like button, bro. I have to get y'all to do that, bro. I'm not trying to press down. I want to give y'all the content. KQ and I, we want to talk boxing, but I gotta get y'all to do what's free, bro. Like I don't ask for super chats and cash apps and shit. I let you know it's there. If you can do it, you can do it. That's great. But I need that like button, man. So YouTube will share this shit. Y'all help us grow when y'all do that. But
that's right.
for Morell, bro. Morell is so talented. He's so skilled. Stormy, what's up? Y'all check Stormy out after we go off. He'll be on. David Morell is so talented. I kind of agree with Ronnie. It's just the mental aspect. Like, bro, you need to slow down, right? You need to be more patient. Pick your shots because you can see he got good head movement. You can see he got good feet. He was getting caught more because of what he was doing, being over aggressive, and maybe like, bro, you don't need to throw a 7-punch combination. It don't have to be 5, 6, 7 punches every time, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can slow down a little bit. Pick your shots. Work off the jab. Keep stabbing that left hand down to the body. Break your man down. That's how you're gonna get stoppages against the top dogs, against the guys that maybe take a better shot. So overall, though, I was impressed. I thought that he showed the talent that he has, but I do agree, Calvin Henderson, guys like that. I know Morell is now only 7 fights into his career, but he had hundreds of amateur fights, and he is the WBA regular champion. It's time for him to step up in competition. It's time for him to start fighting the best that this has to that the world has to offer. Now, if somebody won't fight you, because a lot of people gonna shy away from him. If somebody won't fight you, then shit, go down to the next person in the ranking system, and you keep going until you find somebody that'll fight you. As far as him being ready for somebody like David Benavidez, because they've been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm not gonna protect him and be like, nah, bro, he ain't ready. I'm gonna say, if he feel like he want the fight, then I ain't gonna go up here and rally against the fight. That's between him and David Benavidez. That's between him and his trainer. He's calling for the fights. Who am I to tell him that he don't need to fight? Detroit, BC, what's up? So for me, do I think he's ready? In my opinion, can he step up to the plate? I think he's talented enough. I think he has to work on some things, but there's no perfect fighter. I think from what I've seen, he's talented enough and he's good enough to where he can fight the top of the division. Or if you ain't ready to fight the top of the division, you got to drop your regular WBA belt. We can't be talking about a champion ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? That keeps us from getting the fights that we want to get. So it is what it is with that, man. I thought he put on a good performance. He went in there, did what he was supposed to do. And when these guys are coming up, that's what I look for as an analyst and as somebody that makes content on YouTube. Even though you're facing low-level competition, do you struggle with them or do you do what you're supposed to do with them? And David Morell, so far in his career, everybody that he's faced, he's done what he's supposed to do with them. So, it is what it is on that. OG, you got anything else on that, man?
No, but I will give Henderson credit. He did say what he was going to do. He wasn't going in there to lay down, to collect no check. He was going to fight back. And that's what he did. As a matter of fact, he had a good counter punch, punching going on. He called, like you say, David Morell coming in there fast and not being cautious. And see, that what gets you hurt. That what gets you hurt or knocked down or knocked out. Because you're going in there aggressive. You're not, you're going in there with your offense and you're neglecting your defense. And on a side note, Henderson is a referee. He referees on the side for the youth, up and coming youth. So shout out to him.
Yeah, they say he like from Arkansas or some shit, and he didn't already judged like 14 fights or some shit.
That's right.
This year they were saying, I heard that shit, man. Yeah,
from Fayetteville, Arkansas, my parents' hometown, home state, Arkansas, and he's a referee there. But last night he was a boxer, and but he just wasn't at the level of Morell. Morell needs a lot of work, and like I say, like you said, that hey, if you want to fight, let him fight. But do you really want to put him in there and knock his confidence off his shoulder? Or you want to see when he do get in there, if he do get knocked down or knocked out, then when you come back, that's the best part. That shows what you're made of. If you get up and get right back in there and do what you got to do, that shows you what you're made of. We saw that last night with another young man from Las Vegas, Nevada. Right? Sometimes you got to take a risk. Sometimes you got to bet on yourself. And that's what I'm thinking, but I don't want to say that to Monty, just.
Yeah.
I might need him down the line. So
I ain't gonna say that to you, Ronnie. If you listening, he don't mean it.
Right.
We just talking shit, Ronnie. We just talking a
little shit.
And you know what, man? You said something I forgot to do it, and I want to echo that sentiment. Like, shout out to Calvin Henderson, bro. Like, Too many times these opponents and shit, man, they come in there and they just lay down. First shot they get hit with, they're like, shit, I'm good. Let me go ahead and get that check.
Yeah.
He came in there hole to fight.
Yeah.
He was throwing back, he was landing shots. It's levels to this shit, bro. Like he just not on Morell level in this show, but shit, he showed that he'll fight. And guess what? That's gonna get you called back.
That's
gonna get you called back. And if the wrong prospect run into him, because everybody ain't as good as Morell, bro. Like if the wrong person run into him, they got a fight on their hands. So salute to him for being tough, for keeping the sport of boxing going. And I like that somebody like that with that type of heart, that type of competitive integrity, he's gonna be in boxing one way or the other. Because even if he ain't fighting, he gonna be judging fights. And who knows? Maybe he can get one of these sorry ass judges out the way that scored the fight 116 to 112 for Devin Haney and gave Kambosos 4 rounds. Maybe we can get Calvin Henderson in there to score some shit correctly, because that shit was horrible. But we gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. I gotta always say that though, because man, that shit was atrocious, bro. They still they robbed that man to his 120 to 108 or his 119 to 109 that it should have been, bro. Straight up and down, man. But let's go to the main event on Showtime, man. Let's talk about Stephen Fulton. Cool boy Steph.
Yes,
did his thing last night, man. What you got on that fight? He made Daniel Ramon look bad, worse than anybody ever made Daniel Ramon look in his career. Let me before you go, KQ,
go ahead and get the super chat
from Stormy. Stormy with that $5 salute. Stormy, appreciate you. He said you guys are 100 spot on. When I saw Morell diving in head first, I was thinking about Morrison Bennett. Tommy ran into heat that set his ass ablaze. Salute, yeah, man. Yeah, you come in there too fast if you want to. Coming there too fast if you want to. You can't do that shit with everybody. But what you got on the Stephen Fulton, Daniel Ramon fight, OG?
Well, I think the young and he's a unified champion now. That was a bantamweight fight, and I think Danny Ramon was game, but Danny Ramon was coming in and exposed, and Fulton, he did a lot of lateral movement, which Danny Ramon was a step slower, and Fulton fought a damn good fight. I will say that. Fulton, he pretty much was using a lot of lateral movement. Now, sometimes I thought he moved a little bit too much and unnecessary movement, but he still got away with it because of his speed. Now, he did stand there and box with him. Now, of course, he was hitting on the fly. I like to see guys come back with a counterpunch. They get hit and they come back with another counterpunch. And that's what Fulton was doing. He was hitting and moving. Then he go to the body, hit and move, get in, get out. And that's what Fulton was doing. And he was doing it all night last night. He won the fight, but a well-deserved win for him too. Now, Danny Ramon is a good fighter. I'm not going to take that from him. All right, and he met his match last night with on Fulton. And Fulton, man, he's talking about moving up to featherweight, and I would love to see that at featherweight. But on Fulton, if I would like to see him slow down a little bit as far as the lateral movement. All right, that's good. That range generalship, that's great. But I like to see him stop and box. But I don't want to see him fight no one else fight. Now, last night, I think he learned from the Figueroa fight. I think he learned to say, okay, you know what? I'm not going to get baited in and fight your fight. But he won that fight, but still he made it harder than it had to be. So last night, he fought his own fight. And you know what? And shout out to him for fighting his own fight. You know, so, but it's not too much I can say, but he fought a good, all-round great fight. That's one thing about it. He had the jab going. He had the 1-2s going. He was going upstairs. He was going downstairs. You know, so he was pretty much just basically boxing, put on a great display. So, yeah. So that's the only thing I can say about him. And hey, good luck to him. So we got a unified champion in the bantamweight division.
Yeah, man. And he was unified before that fight. That was just a defense.
Right.
He already had 2, but he unified against Figueroa. But man, shout out to Mr. Munt with that $5 in the super chat. He say, I didn't know Fulton could switch. He went southpaw for a split second and lit Ramon up with a nice shot. Yeah, that left hook. He switched out that corner and threw that left hook, caught his ass and just nasty ass shot. He said he a bad boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, that boy did his thing. He did his thing. So for me, people always like your knockout. Why you ain't have Fulton on your pound for pound list? It was because what you just alluded to, KQ, and he shut all that shit up last night. It was, if you watch him fight Angelo Leo, he fought his fight. He fought Angelo Leo's fight. He allowed himself to be pressed. He fought Brandon Figueroa. He allowed himself to fight Brandon Figueroa fight. Now, he happened to be so skilled that he was beating them at their own shit, but he wasn't dominating them and winning every round and making them fight his fight and doing what he wanted to do with them. In this fight right here, I picked him to win. I said, I already know he's going to win the fight. I want to see if he's going to be able to do it on his terms. And he did that shit to the T. Bro, he put Danny Ramon through one of the most concise and just complete boxing lessons that you will probably see this year. Like, he boxed circles around that dude. He had the jab working. He was doing the 1-2. Sometimes he would lead with the right hand. His defense was on point. He switched and caught him with a mean left hook, like Mr. Monk was saying. He just put on a complete boxing lesson. And then when he had him outboxed and he knew Danny Ramon couldn't do nothing with him, then in the 10th, 11th, and 12th round, he started walking Ramon down and beating his ass up. Say, all right, I'll just fight you on the inside now. I'll just fight you on the inside. I'm just gonna beat your ass. I'm just gonna walk to you and I'm gonna beat your ass. And that's the type of shit that I like to see, bro. Like, he is super fast, super quick, and now I want to see more of this though. Don't fight these dudes, fight. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to be entertaining and shit for the crowd, because guess what? People that rock with Cool Boy Steph are gonna rock with Cool Boy Steph as long as he keep winning and fighting his fight. They don't rock with you because they want to see you do something else. People that don't like you, you go fight. Everybody fight. You can make it exciting as shit, and everybody don't like you, bro. They're just not gonna like you. You not this notion that you can make people like you that don't like you. You can't do that shit in life, and you can't do that shit in boxing, bro. You just got to go out and be yourself. And so in this fight, I felt like he was like, shit, I don't care if y'all think it's boring. I don't care if you don't like a boxing lesson. I know some people that do, and I'm gonna put on a boxing lesson. And then when I'm feeling myself, when I'm up 10 rounds to 0, then in the 11th round, I start walking his ass down. I start walking his ass down, and I'm gonna do what I do. Zenith with that $10. He say, I've been saying Fulton chooses to fight their style of his choice. He was not baiting into other people's fight. He said before he would beat them at their own game. Fulton is the definition of pound for pound. I don't feel like he was choosing to do that, Zenith. I felt like Figueroa forced him into that type of fight. However, though, to me, that's a flaw, though. Like, why am I gonna fight you at your shit? Make the fight harder for myself if I don't have to. So I feel like he's pound for pound for sure, but I like what I saw last night over what he was doing the other times. Like, I like for you to make them fight your shit. Like, if you don't, why you gonna fight that shit by choice? It's cool sometimes, but he was doing it like damn near every single fight. This fight, he was like, nah, I'm gonna use my tools, I'm gonna use my talent, I'm gonna shut you out. Then I put on, the last 2 or 3 rounds, and that shit there was a thing of beauty to me, bro. That was a thing of beauty. And the only fight left for him at bantamweight or super bantamweight, 122 pounds. The only thing I like, the only fight I want to see is him versus MJ Akhmadaliev for undisputed. He has 2 belts. Akhmadaliev has 2 belts. We should be able to get that fight at the end of the year, because I think Akhmadaliev has a fight coming up soon, if I'm not mistaken, and he needs to take care of his business against his mandatory. I think his mandatory is Ronnie Rios or something. Take care of that, and these two need to meet up, bro. These two need to meet up, and that's what I'm saying. Ghost, like, forget all that, bro. Make the fight easy. Make the fight. Maybe you can beat the guy inside. Maybe you can bang with the dude, but why do that shit if you don't have to? Go ahead and make the shit easy, and then if you want to get inside on your terms after you land the shot or after you done already broke him down mentally because you just outboxing his ass and now you want to style on him, then go do that shit. But to fight someone else's fight from the jump, that's dangerous to me, because you're going to run into somebody. No matter how good you are, you're going to run into somebody. If you fight, they going to beat your ass. There will be a fighter out there that if you fight, they will beat your ass. And I just got to stop down. I got to say, I still got 111 people in here and I got 85 likes. Please hit the like buttons. K Savoy, BH, what's up with y'all? Salute to y'all. So that's it for the Showtime card. What do you would you put Stephen Fulton top 10 pound for pound now, KQ? What would you rank him?
Oh, wow. I said last night, Stephen Fulton. It's something about the way he moves. All right. Yeah, he moved. I mean, he fought a good fight last night, no doubt about it. But it seemed like he kind of stiff, kind of the way he moves. It's kind of like he's not very limber and smooth with it. It's like he's real stiff with it, and he'll throw it, and he keep his arms like this. But I don't know. But as far as pound for pound, not yet. Not yet.
Mm,
I would like to see something better, better competition, and maybe a undisputed fight will be it. But not just yet. He's there almost. He's there. But we don't want to rush guys and just throw them on the pound for pound list because we think they look good. We think they this and that. Let's see. He got the all around game. We know he can fight on the inside. We saw that against Figueroa. We know he can fight on the outside. We saw that last night. But now let's see him do both all in one fight. Let's see all of it in one fight. Let's see that jab. Let's see what he did last night. Move, jab, and let's see him going downstairs. Let's see him work with that free hand. I want to see all that. That what makes a good pound for pound fighter.
yeah.
Yep.
I need more dominant performances like this.
Yeah.
I need him to dominate like this some more. I don't want no more close fights. But yeah, he got one of the best resumes though. If you look at who he been fighting down there at 122, he been fighting some undefeated champion level fighters. He beat MJ Akhmadaliev, who I think very highly of. Then yeah, bro, you can't deny him. For right now, I got him. I do a top 20. I would probably have him somewhere between 10 and 15 right now.
Okay.
I have him somewhere between 10 and 15 right now.
Okay.
I don't know exactly where because we go.
Okay.
Yeah. We gonna do the list probably in July after all these June fights, but somewhere between 10 and 15 right now, bro. He nice.
Okay,
he nice with it. He got all the skills in the world. I just want to see him have another performance like this for sure. And then I'm all in on him. But he did his damn thing last night. Like you can't knock nothing that you saw from him last night, man. But let's
you going 1 to 20, so I was going 1 to 10. So
yeah. But the ring they do top 10. Most of everybody on YouTube and shit do top 10. I do 20. But yeah, I would have him. I would definitely have him on my list now. So let's go over to the main card, man. The card over in Australia. The first fight on that card was that heavyweight fight between Junior Five and Lucas Brown, man. That shit, it was over before it begun. But I don't like how it ended. I don't like the punches that knocked them down and then the punch that stopped the fight. What did you think of that fight when you were calling it that heavyweight fight over in Australia?
I forgot what Stormy B said last night. I guess he said, what was the Jelly Belly Championship? I think that's what he said. I'm not for sure. I forgot. But Junior Farr, the heavyweight, this guy on Junior Farr supposed to have been the next best thing in the heavyweight division. They hyped him up, really hyped him up to be, man, a killer, a big guy coming up and a big puncher. Well, we didn't see that last night. We saw him pretty much go down and get hit with something. I mean, it was quick. This was a quick fight, but a rabbit punch is a legal punch, and he shouldn't have went down and got counted out with that rabbit punch. Now, they should have pretty much gave him time to recover and continue on with the fight because that was a legal punch. But still in all, I think he came out and thought that he had an easy mark with Mr. Brown. And Mr. Brown was he didn't throw many, but probably not even 10 punches, in the fight. And he got him out of there real fast. But a rabbit punch is behind the head, and that can do a lot of damage. That's why it's illegal, because your brain is behind your head. I know when you get a headache, you think it's right here, but it's not. It's back here, and that's why they put ice back here and things like that. So, but yes, that was a legal punch. It shouldn't have been a knockout. So, Brown got a good win. He got a good looking out for that. So there you go. But still in all, I think Fall is just not that guy right now. I don't know how they try to beef him up and put him where, but he haven't fought a lot of good fighters. He's just there right now. And I don't know. I don't know what to say about him. I don't think he's going to be that guy. They try to boost him up at first. I had to look at him for a minute, but he doesn't have it. He's not no Tyson Fury. He's not no Deontay Wilder. He's no Anthony Joshua. Those are pretty much your top heavyweights, and he doesn't compare to them at all. Even not even Big Baby Anderson. So and Lucas Brown was older, with no skills, and he still came out with the victory. So that tells you what? That tells you that he's not that great. So, but that's all I have on the fight because it didn't last that long.
Yeah, that shit didn't last long at all. And salute the Southpaw Killer with the $2 in the suit. Just said best boxing combo on YouTube. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. TJ, what's good with you, man? What's up? Yeah, man, I'm upset because this was the only fight I missed this weekend, bro. Got me pissed off. And I hate how it happened because, like you said, the man got hit with 2 rabbit punches. Now, I don't think Junior 5 is the best heavyweight. I ain't high on him. But right. I think minus them rabbit punches, he probably could have won that fight. We'll never know. And the ref did a horrible job. That's why they illegal, because them hoes can really, really do damage to you. Put his ass in the dirt with them, and it was clear that he caught him in the back of the head. And Lucas Brown, he may be 43 years old, but he big as shit. He's strong as shit. Yep. Somebody that big, that strong, hit you right there, bro. I don't care who you are. Your ass is going to sleep.
That's right.
Yeah, he's going to sleep, and that's exactly what happened to Junior 5. So, he's coming off 2 subpar performances, and although I forgot, he's only 32 years old. Man, it's like, bro, I ain't gonna say hang it up, but you going borderline journeyman, because he had a boring ass fight against Joseph Parker where he underperformed, and they gave Joseph Parker the victory. That was more of a wrestling match. They didn't really box much. Then he came off of that, and then this performance, bro, you can't be losing to no dude that's 43 years old, bro. Right. You can't be losing to no dude that's 43 years old and been knocked out 3 times, dog. Like that's not gonna do it for you. And Lucas Brown, it is what it is to win right now. We'll see if they come back and say it was a rabbit punch and overturn it. But for right now, he got the victory, and he did what he came to do. I just hate that the ref did such a bad job. Like you said, should have gave him more time to recover. You get at least 5 minutes when some shit like that happened to you, and they didn't give him no time. He just got right back up and then got caught with another rabbit punch, bro. I was like, damn, that shit crazy. But at the end of the day, man, it was a heavyweight fight. The shit happened, wasn't overly entertaining. But now let's get to the co-main event, that Jason Maloney fight. He was fighting a dude from the Philippines. I forgot his name. Let me look it up.
Shoot, Polisi.
I think so. Yeah, I'm about Paleco or something.
Polisi. I call him Polisi. So that's why I call him Polisi.
Yeah. What you got on that? What you got on that fight?
Well, Maloney came out strong. Both of these guys came out strong, and both of these guys let their hands go. But Maloney was more fundamental skilled. You can see that. Now, Polisi, he pretty much trying to keep up with him. He trying to go to the body. Maloney go to the body. He go upstairs, then Polisi trying to go upstairs. But Maloney pretty much outboxed him. He outbodied him. He went to the body. He went to the liver. He went to the stern. He went upstairs. Then he went downstairs. And he was taking his time. Now, they were glove to glove, and they was head to head right there together. But Mahoney was pretty much putting in the work, putting in the timing, because he started timing Polisi. He started timing and catching him with that overhand right. And Polisi was starting to get pretty much beat up. If you can look at the face, he was pretty much getting beat up. And then again, here come Polisi. Now he was game. He was game. I will give him that. He was fighting back, but he just wasn't it was too much for him. Mahoney just had too much spark in him. He had too much ready to win in him. So basically Maloney fought a good fight. It was a scrap. Nobody that did a lot of lateral movement. They stood and they fought right in the center of the ring. And right then and there, Maloney was pretty much going to the body, upstairs, downstairs, and he started mixing it up. Then Polisi started getting kind of careless. He started throwing uppercuts too far out. And Maloney do what any fighter do. You counter that guy when he throw an uppercut too far away. and then he started messing up his punches. So I mean, I'm not mad at Polisi, but he could have gotten in there and digged a little bit deeper. But I'm not saying a fighter asked for it, but he wanted to get in there and scrap. So Mahoney pretty much obliged him, and he pretty much came out on top. So that was a good fight. That was a good fight, and shout out to Maloney for winning that fight. So that was a great, entertaining fight. So
Yeah, that fight was fun. It was fun for as long as it lasted. The thing about
right.
Maloney, he was able to get to because Palikti he was longer than Maloney, but Maloney did a good job of getting inside his chest and getting inside his power. And when he wasn't inside his power, you pointed it out so great that Palikti, man, he was throwing uppercuts from like mid range, and you don't want to do that shit. As a matter of fact, if y'all go look at the knockout punch when he got dropped. That's what happened. He threw the uppercut from mid-range, and while he was trying to throw that uppercut, Maloney jumped in with a right hand and boom, clocked his ass and put his ass down, and fight was over. But Maloney did his thing, man. He really was aggressive in that fight, put on for his hometown and in his home country, and just went to work, bro. Going to the chest, throwing nice left hooks to the body. His right hand was landing the whole fight. Fight was only 2.5 rounds. It only went to he knocked him out in round 3, but for those 2.5 rounds, he showed he was physically stronger. Left hook to the body was very good all night. And then that right hand behind it, Palikti couldn't do anything about it. And this was a guy, who had a lot of knockouts, who was a power puncher, and not an easy fighter to fight. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was saying how tough Jason Maloney was in with, and he handled that shit. And he looking for another title shot really, really soon. I just don't know at 118. I mean, he already, I believe, got knocked out by Monster anyway. Nonito Donaire and Monster are fighting. I don't know if he can get to that level with the fighters at 118, but he showed that he's a top 10 to 15 bantamweight, and I can't wait to see him fight again. Hopefully, his next fight is over here in America. And we'll see what he's able to do. But that's really all I got on the fight. It was entertaining. Definitely more entertaining than the heavyweight fight. But these fights went quick. They went quick, and that's why ESPN got on their bullshit. You had one fight that was over in round 1, another fight that was over in round 3, and then now we got the majority of our time left to talk about the young king Devin Haney with his undisputed victory. Let's break down the fight first because I want to ask some questions pertaining to the fight and what's next. And
you're right, knockout. I don't mean. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
You're right. ESPN, they played it to the T because each fight when it was over, and they all was over quick, very quick, but they gave me an opportunity to go over and call the fight at Showtime, and of course Morell, he got his opponent out of there quick. So that was
a lot of quick knockouts, a lot of quick ass fights last night.
Yes, and that gave me an opportunity to call even the Stephen Fulton fight up to a certain extent, and then that's when Haney started coming in. So it kind of worked out good. It wasn't no pressure. I was able to call fights out running my mouth. I was able to call the fights. So on both networks. Plenty of time. So, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good. You good. All right, man. So the main event, George Kambosos versus Devin Haney, undisputed. All the belts at lightweight were on the line. Break down the fight, man. What did you see? What did we see?
What I saw was everything. Everything comes behind the jab. As I stated last night. Well, go ahead and get that super chat.
Shout out to TJ with the $10 in the super chat. He said, good looks changing your pick. Knew you wasn't going to rock with Cambo in the end. I take Keyshawn over Cambo and Shakur and Tank over Haney. Okay. All right, TJ. I appreciate you. Yeah, I had to change it up, bro. Had to think about it. That the weigh-ins, I'm glad that the weigh-in, I'm glad that I saw the weigh-in. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I saw the weigh-in. I'm going to leave it at that, bro. Because had I not watched the weigh-in, I'd have been looking like a fool this morning. I'm just going to.
You know what? I got faith that you would have changed your pick anyway once Bill arrived over there. I think, because
I
that's how
was thinking about it. I
right.
was thinking about it already. Yeah, I was thinking about it.
That's how
But what the crazy thing is, KQ, what I was saying was true. If you look at the judges' scorecards, though, what I was saying they was gonna try to do to him was true. They still tried to do, but they just like, damn, he just beat his ass too bad. We can make it look closer than what it was, but we can't give it to him. We got to get this one to Haney.
Yeah,
we got to get this one to Haney. But they still tried.
yeah,
they still tried.
They
Shit.
tried
Go
hard
ahead,
as
man.
hell, you know.
Yeah, they tried it like 116. Both judges got it 116 and 112. I was like, what four rounds? I'm interested to see what 4 rounds, bro. Where? How did you give this man 4 rounds? Because the only round, and I'm gonna let KQ break down the fight. The only round that I could have potentially scored for Cambosos was round 12, bro. And that's because Haney was just moving around. He knew he had already beat his ass for 11 rounds. And even that round was close. You know what I'm saying? That round was still close. But that was like the only round you could be like, all right, maybe, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get this one. We're gonna get this one to George Kambosos. And that's still 119 to 109, bro. Like, even if you gave him that round, but literally rounds 1 through 11 is really not even a discussion, bro. It's not a discussion. But go ahead, man. You was talking about the jab, and the jab was a thing of beauty, man. Go ahead and talk about it.
The jab, the old jab. You always can count on the jab. I stated last night on Deontay Wilder, remains to burn. He won the WBC that night on jabs, on 4 rounds of jabs alone. Everything comes behind the jab. That's boxing 101. We all know that. And Devin Haney has a damn good jab. But that ain't all. That ain't all the jab. See, one thing about we all said, I said it, everybody said, Devin Haney's going to have to be good. He'll have to be good on every round. And that's what he did last night, in my opinion. All right? So what Devin Haney did was he showed that he's quicker. He made Cambosos miss, and sometimes he made him pay with that counter punch right there on the forehead. That's why you seen that red spot on the left side. That's why you seen that red spot on his eye, because that's the jab. That's the jab in that overhand right. Now, yes, Devin Haney did mix up his punch. He punches. All right, he went downstairs. Then he went upstairs. Then he came and stopped popping that stick again. Then he came in with the 1-2. Now he overshot it a couple of times, and Kambosos blocked it a couple of times. But then Kambosos was throwing everything hard. He was looking for a knockout. He wanted a knockout for the whole Australia government to watch. Right? He thought he was that guy. Matter of fact, I think he bought into, just like Rolly Romero, he bought into how good he was. But he had a wake-up call last night. Last night, Devin Haney shown that I am a different level. You on ground 1, and I'm all the way on the 10th floor. That's what type of level he was showing him. So what Devin Haney did was he was perfect in every round. He knew when to move and when not to move. It wasn't a lot of lateral movement. Now, we all know that Devin Haney moves a lot. We all know that he's usually don't sit down on his punches. But last night, it was a jab. It was his boxing skill and his skill set. Now, of course, from my opinion, I think a jab should be thrown up here. All right. But with him, Devin was popping it from the knee. Okay. It still worked. And the reason why it's worked, because Kambosos was too slow. Devin Haney had a fast jab. Before Kambosos swing, the jab was already back home. And Kambosos was swinging hard, and it was very noticeable. That's why I tell fighters, when you're swinging hard and you miss, everybody can see it. Matter of fact, Kambosos ran into the ropes a couple times because he was off balance. No great feet movement. So therefore, Haney, he capitalized on it. He even spent him a couple times, and Kambosos was looking for him. And he's behind him, but he didn't hit him, so the referee steps in and break it up. But he was perfect in every round. Now, of course, the last round, he pretty much, say, hey, you know what? The knockout ain't there. The knockout ain't going to be there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him a lateral movement. I'm going to jump out and clinch, which he did, running down that clock. Jump out and clinch, running down that clock. And then he pretty much pop off a 1-2, hold, pop out, running down that clock. So once again, Devin Haney, he was pretty much working the jab, and Kambosos coming in with that left hand. Now, when I was calling the fight, I told everyone, watch the left hand of Kambosos. Why? Because he and his corner was planning on using that left hand as Devin Haney comes in. And he called Devin. That's why Devin has that red spot right there on his cheek. Because he did catch him coming in a couple times. He had that left hand right there hanging, ready to bam and catch him as he come in. And he did maybe once or twice. But that's not the whole round. See, you got to look at the whole round. And Devin popped him at a couple times at the bell, before the bell. And I would say, for a guy to be 23 years old, for a guy to be that young. Now, keep in mind, Devin Haney went pro at the age of 16. He decided to take the pro route. He didn't want to go the Olympic route. He decided to work out and go pro in Mexico. He fought in bars that he was too young to get in. And bars where things was being said, things that grown folks do. So when I saw the crowd out there in Melbourne, loud at the Marble Stadium, I mean, 50,000, let's get that clear, 50,000 plus was there last night. Now, when I saw the crowd, I said, okay, well, the young brother might get rattled for the first couple rounds, but he is used to that. He's used to people being loud by fighting in the Mexico bars, the Tijuana bars. So therefore, when you got an early start like that in the pro ranks, then you might end up being the youngest 23-year-old undisputed champion in this four-belt era. That's history right there. That is history right there. And he fought a very disciplined fight. Now, let's not get carried away. Let's not say, man, he beat his ass. No, he did not beat his ass. No, he took them to school. He showed him boxing 101. That's what he did. Now, keep in mind, Devin Haney is the man. Devin Haney right now is going to be the sought-out fighter. Devin Haney betted on himself, and he won. And now the older fighters and the younger fighters, they can take notes now. They can take notes that you might have to take some risks to get a good outcome. And that's what Devin Haney did last night. He took a risk. He took a bad contract, but it paid off. And now it's about to pay off even better. So you see Maurice Suleiman in there. You see Bob Arum in there. You see him, pretty much everybody's around him. Now he's a star. He's a star now. Everybody was watching this fight last night. I'm talking about even non-boxing fans watching this fight. So, but that's all I have on it. It's nothing I can say but a good, perfect fight. It's nothing I can say but, hey, now, this is the question here. Will George Kambosos, will he actually activate the rematch clause? Do he can do anything different than what he did last night?
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the rematch. Yeah, we're gonna talk about all that shit.
Yes, sir. So that's what I got. All right.
And man, you said something. I don't want. I want to break down the fight for, but let me just say, and I'm gonna leave. We're gonna talk about this too. I'm not gonna go too much in on it right now. Mm-hmm. Seeing Bob Arum taking pictures with Devin Haney just made my stomach turn, bro. It just made me.
Yes, I see.
It made me so. I just got angry, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, I got really upset watching Bob Arum and Devin Haney take pictures, bro. And I'm gonna leave it there for right now. We'll come back to it. As far as the fight, everything you said was spot on, bro. And I did this. I said this both on the live stream Thursday, and I said on the video I dropped yesterday morning, bro. His jab, his jab, bro, kept this man outside the whole time. And then Devin Haney did such a good job. He would land the jab, keep George at a distance. And then when he knew George was getting inside, or he knew he kind of overshot his jab, he just tied George up. Like, nah, bro, we ain't fighting on the inside. Yep. We ain't fighting on the inside. Your ass is gonna fight me where I want to fight you. He did such a great job of that all night long, just giving that man a boxing level. Listen, jab, throw the right hand sometimes. I'm tying your ass up. He literally I ain't saying them the only punches he threw, but he beat that man with 2 punches, bro. He beat that man with 2 punches and footwork. Jab, right hand, tie your ass up, pivot around. Now, I saw I ain't gonna get to, you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. But overall, the performance was a masterclass, master boxing performance. You have to say that Devin Haney is the number one lightweight in the world right now. Notice I said the number one lightweight. We gonna get to some questions and some stuff surrounding this fight right now. But the overall breakdown, I thought it was wonderful. I thought he put on a boxing lesson. As I said, I only maybe gave George Kambosos the 12th round, and that's because Devin Haney was moving around, doing his thing, letting everybody know he had won. And that's cool. Like, I'm not tripping on that. If you had to critique Devin Haney, I would just say fight the 12th round how you fought the first 11. Just fight the 12th round how you fought the first 11. Keep the jab going. Keep the aggression going. Stay defensively responsible. Take that damn round too. Other than that, bro, perfect performance for his skill set, for his talent, for what he does best. He made the fight his fight. And that's why I be telling people, I don't believe that styles make fights. I believe that the person who imposed their style on the other person makes the fight. And Devin Haney said, nope, we ain't fighting. We ain't getting rough. We not finna do this inside shit where I trade with you and try to walk you down and show people I got power. I'ma box your ass. I'm gonna take your nose and I'm gonna push that shit to the back of your head. I'm gonna take your ears and I'm gonna knock them off your head. I'm gonna swell your eye up and your face up because I'm just gonna jab you until you can prove to me that you can stop me from jabbing your ass into oblivion. And then maybe I might do something else. But until then, I'm gonna box your goddamn ears off your head. And Cambosos couldn't stop him from doing it. So he did that shit for 12 rounds. I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him. He deserves full credit today. Now let's move on. Let's talk about some shit surrounding this fight. I alluded to it, OG. I saw your face when I was talking about it. Bob Arum taking pictures with Devin Haney. What was your reaction and why did you have that reaction? But first and foremost, we got almost 200 people in here, 132 likes. That's about 60-something likes that we don't have. Y'all smash the like button for me. Please, please, please. I understand everybody can't super chat and cash out. I'm not tripping on that this morning, but please smash the like button because this content needs to be shared. It helps bring more people to the channel. So please smash the like button.
Yes, sir.
Right there, because it's gonna be a lot of things we talk about surrounding the fight. So just stay right there. Bob Arum in the ring with Devin Haney, Kiki, ha, smiling, taking pictures. What's your thoughts on that, man? Why did it rub you the wrong way?
Well, it rubbed me the wrong way because, first of all, Bob is behind a lot of things that happened once Lula Bella came to him and said, look, I need your platform. Okay, well, Bob is the one that helped Lula Bella put together this contract. Lula Bella, he's pretty much was in there too. And he rubs me the wrong way. A lot of Al Heyman, Eddie Hearn, HBO. So basically, Deontay Wilder, he rubs everybody the wrong way. Now, one thing about it is that when I saw Bob Arum taking pictures with Devin Haney, all right, now he gave Devin Haney a pretty much a shot, a not a long shot. That's the way he didn't put it that way, but that's the way he was trying to present it. Now, he did pick out the judges. All right. For those that don't know, he did name some judges. All right. Now, of course, Bill Haney and DHP, they got one or two, I think, out and brought the other, brought some more, the other ones in. So Bob was looking for a win for Cambosos. Now, he was going to say, and I have no problem saying this, he was going to say, look, he fought a good fight, and I think that Cambosos pulled it out, just like he did Jeff Horn. He did Jeff Horn and Manny Pacquiao the same way. When Manny Pacquiao, I believe he won that fight. But he said, yeah, the judges, I think they had it right. I think Jeff Horn won the fight when everybody, even ESPN, said, no, Manny Pacquiao won that fight. But the contract, that would just rub me the wrong way. And what rubbed me the wrong way, Bob knows what he does to a lot of black fighters and what he did to Terrence Crawford. And we all know now that it wasn't Terrence Crawford. It wasn't Earl Spence. It was Bob Arum. All right. So there you go. Now, of course, Bob Arum now he wants to shine. He wants to be in the picture. He wants to say he's responsible for Devin Haney being undisputed. As the time go by, you will see him boasting. Now, of course, he's smiling. Why? Because he knows that the belts is coming back home. That's why. He knows that Lomachenko is going to come back from that war. And he knows they're going to put both of them in the ring together. Because Bob is good for putting his inside fight. Y'all talk about inside with PBC? Well, let's talk about inside a top rank.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a top ranked fighter, even if it ain't Loma. It's gonna be Keyshawn. It's gonna be somebody. Somebody getting a shot at them belts. Believe that.
A lot of people don't talk about that. Everybody talking about PBC, this and that. But listen, what about that side of the street? All right, Bob always keep it on in-house, but nobody want to talk about that shit, right? Everybody want to talk about PBC, but what about Bob? That's why Bob was smiling. How Bob is getting his way again. These are the same belts that Teofimo Lopez, a top-ranked fighter, had, and now they coming back home to Bob Arum again. And he gonna put him in there with a top-ranked fighter. That's what rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah. Well, see, it rubbed me the wrong way too. And Rick, I feel what you're saying, bro, but that's where they had to go to do business. So I wouldn't say that it don't rub them the wrong way. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get the opportunity that you want. So I think that's why they did it. But for me, it rubbed me the wrong way because I know for a fact I watched Bob Arum try to block this young man's career, bro. I watched him go get Loma the franchise belt. I watched him in the interview say, Devin Haney get a shot. I mean, shit, he signed to the wrong promoter. I watched him say Devin Haney's not even a top 10 lightweight while Devin Haney was champion. I watched him say that shit, bro. And I know for a fact that if Bob Arum wasn't making money off of Devin Haney or he didn't have power over Devin Haney's career right now, he wouldn't be big up in him. He wouldn't be in the ring trying to take pictures with him and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. That's why it rubbed me the wrong way, because I know for a fact you just using this young man for your power, for your gain. You don't care about his career. You don't care about, you know what I'm saying, really promoting him and shit. You just need them belts. And so you willing to do business with him right now. You willing to kumbaya and shit right now until you can just find the right fighter, the right guy from your stable that you got long term that can make the fight just close enough to where you could try to get them belts up off his ass, bro. And that's why I don't like the shit, because if he wasn't making money off of this young man, he wouldn't be there, bro. He was blocking this young man. And it's one thing, like, I understand, like, and I ain't even gonna say making money off of him. He would be talking negative about him. He was trying to proactively keep Devin Haney from his greatness, bro. When he deserved a shot. When he didn't let him fight Loma. He didn't want him to fight Teofimo Lopez. He made sure he got in on the damn Cambosos fight by crook or hook, by getting Lou DiBella to come over there to him. Like, bro, he did all of that shit trying to keep Devin Haney from an opportunity that we all know he should have been got, bro. And then now you kumbaya and shit. I don't like that shit. It just rubbed me the wrong way when you do somebody like that and then you get to make money off of them, bro. I'll never like that shit. So that's why it rubbed me the wrong way. That's why I don't like the shit, bro. And I hope Devin Haney beat everybody they put in front of his ass, bro. I hope he I hope he walk through, beat the shit out of everybody they put in front of him and leave out that damn contract with all them goddamn belts and say screw you. And then when he move up to 140, drop them hoes. Drop every last one of them bitches, move up to 140, and then shit. And then now you go try to control the division with your snaky, sneaky, crooky ass, bro. Yeah. I hate that shit. That shit got me all the way bent, bro.
Yeah. He can't vacate right now because he's on a contract.
Because he signed to them damn contract. That's why I say I hope he beat their ass first. Because he got to fight whoever. Now, let's talk about this, man. Because we got a lot. I got a lot more, man. I've been sitting around here just looking shit up after the fight, bro. Just looking shit up. Ryan Garcia. Your favorite fighter.
Man. Yeah, I heard about that Twitter. Yeah,
your favorite fighter, man. Hold on, let me go read this shit. Let me fight. I know I got it. Hold on 1 second. Let me read this shit, man. Right. Ryan Garcia, man. We gotta talk about Ryan. He always find his way into our show somehow, man. I don't know what it is about that dude. He just can't shut up, bro. He got to be the most clout chasing person I ever seen in my life. Hold on. Let me find it, bro. I'm about to, okay, here you go. Let me go to his Twitter. All right. Here we go. Where is it at? Okay, here we go. Here we go. So this is what he says, man. So first he tweets this right here. He says, considering that it's an undisputed fight, very underwhelming and no urgency by either man. Edge to Kambosos. Then he tweets again, all caps. He says, boring. Then he tweets to Gervonta Davis. He said, you watching this stuff? When we fight, don't let it be like this. Then he says, congrats to Haney, but it was definitely just a bland fight. Anyways, I'll just say, you know who I want after 14 tuna. Let them have their rematch, LOL. Absolutely NyQuil type of performance. Talking about it, put him to sleep.
Right.
What you got on Ryan Gar? Oh, and then hold on. And then I do want to say this. When he tweeted the Tank, he said, Ed Gervonta, you watching this stuff? When we fight, don't let it be like this. Tank tweeted back at him. He said, shut the F up, bro. Like bro, just shut up. That's why I rock with Tank, bro. Tank keeping it real. Like, bro, shut up. They fighting for us, man. Like, shut the hell up. But what you got on that, man? On old Ryan Garcia, man, come around this bitch trying to put salt in the game and shit, man. What you got, man?
Gervonta Davis, the reason why he said F you, for the simple fact, Ryan don't want to fight Gervonta Davis. Ryan is doing what Ryan always do. Now, Leonard Elby is a lot of things. Oh, trust me, it's a lot of things. But he don't want to fight Gervonta Davis. Oscar De La Hoya don't want him to fight Gervonta Davis. He already stated that on Brian Custer's show, The Last Stand. You know, he said, listen, he called twice over to Golden Boy, trying to get the Ryan Garcia fight for Gervonta Davis. They won't put him in there. So what he do? He said, oh, wait, but Golden Boy, I'm going to make the fight if I have to do it myself. Stop it, Ryan. Stop lying so damn much. First of all, you're not that talented, all right? And yes, now I see a lot of jealousy coming in now because you're not that fighter. You're not that fighter that Devin Haney is. Now, Devin Haney's in the history books, all right? If he loses the belt the next fight, he's still in the history books, all right? It doesn't matter. It don't change shit. Now, sure, you saying it's boring, and yes, you are a boring fighter. Now, if you stop trying to imitate Canelo Alvarez and like you're a big guy, you know, and put your chin down, then maybe you can be a halfway good fighter. So, but now Oscar knows that he only has Ryan Garcia over there. So Ryan Garcia is trying to make a fight any way he can. He's trying to stay relevant. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to stay relevant, and he's trying to get Gervonta Davis to get in the ring with him, but it's not going to happen. All right, he's trying to give you the perception that he wants to fight him, but he don't want to fight him. He want to fight maybe a Javier Fortuna, and I believe that Javier Fortuna, you know, going to give him a good fight because Javier Fortuna, he moves a lot, and Ryan has slow feet, you know. So, but we're going to see what happens with that fight. But after that fight, he's not going in there and fight Gervonta Davis. That's why Gervonta Davis told him shut the F up, because it's not going to happen. Gervonta Davis is looking elsewhere. He's not looking to fight Ryan Garcia because he made it specifically clear, Oscar De La Hoya. No, not right now. Now, again, Leonard Elby said he called twice. He tried to make the fight twice on 2 occasions, and they won. Mm-hmm. What happened? You know, then he started bugging Leonard at the fight, or Gervonta Davis fight. I want him now. I'm going to make it happen. I want him. No, listen, Ryan. You're looking for a payday. You're looking for a nice payday. You're looking to be relevant. All right? Stay with Instagram. All right? That's your fan base right there.
Yeah.
That's your fan base. All right? Now, nobody in the boxing community thinks you are this top guy. Right? Now,
everybody think you food, bro.
Right.
Everybody think you food, dog.
And making comments like that, you know, we all know that Devin Haney fought a good fight. No, he wasn't trying to slug. He wasn't trying to get in there and slug. He was trying to pretty much box to the win, and that's what he did. So with you, Ryan, you were gonna do the same because you wasn't that exciting yourself when you was in the ring, especially when Luke Campbell knocked your ass down. So you wasn't that exciting. So, I'm like Javante Davis, Ryan, shut the F up. All right.
So,
So that's all I got on him, man.
so look, man. So first of all, bro, you can't call the fight boring. Like, did he rewatch his fight against Tago? Like, did he rewatch that shit? That shit was
Yeah.
boring. Like, bro, you couldn't listen, bro. You can't call the shit boring when your last fight wasn't the most entertaining shit that I ever seen. And
Right.
then, bro, like I appreciate that Tank Davis, like, bro, shut the hell up. Like, no, you don't try to co-sign me in your clout chasing ass shit. Ain't nobody trying to hear you right now, bro. That's the second thing. And then lastly, bro, I'm just gonna put it like this. There should be a rule in boxing. Like, you should have to leave boxing. You should have to delete your Twitter account. You should have to like do 1 billion push-ups if this happens, if this is true about you. You do not get to talk shit. You do not get to call a fighter boring. You do not get to do all that shit if you duck the dude, bro. You don't get to do that shit. Like, that should be a rule in boxing. You do not get to go around this bitch fighting interim titles and shit. Like, y'all realize he was already supposed to fight Fortuna, right? He was already supposed to fight Fortuna and pull it out of that shit. You don't get to do that shit, bro. You do not get to duck Devin Haney and then call him boring. Why don't you go beat his boring ass up then? How about that? How about when you were his mandatory? How about you didn't try to go get interim fights after you? How you the interim champion, but you want another interim fight? That don't make no sense. Like, you the interim champion already, but then they order you another interim fight. That shit's confusing to me, bro. So shut your ass up. This is Devin Haney's moment, and he always do this shit, bro. He always come in, make his comments, hating on somebody. You can't. That's like somebody who make $5 an hour hating on somebody that make $30 an hour. Like, how you gonna hate on somebody that make more money than you, bro? He literally run around here hating on fighters that are doing way more than him. Like, what you think? What you think the guys you hating on? Like, what the hell do you think Devin Haney would do to go? What do you think Tank Davis would do to Go Box, bro? Like, stop, bro. You need to go focus on yourself. Matter of fact, go back in there with your boy Joe Guzin, who's your new trainer. Go work on some shit, bro. Go hone your skill set. Because you run around this bitch looking bad. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. I don't know if the fight will happen. I don't think the fight has happened. I don't typically do fights early and shit. But, bro, if Ryan Garcia, the version of Ryan Garcia, shows up to fight Tank that fought to go, Tank is not gonna get credit for that shit because Tank is gonna beat the shit out of him. People gonna be like, damn, he's a champion. People are gonna literally be like, damn, did Rolly give Tank a tougher fight? Did Rolly, like, what's going on? So, bro, just shut up. Ain't nobody trying to hear from you. This is Devin Haney moment. I ain't trying to hear none of that bullshit. So check this out, bro. Check this out. Let's talk about this, man. Rematch. Do you want to see the rematch? Why or why not? Because you know there's a rematch clause. Let's talk about it, man. Do you want to see the rematch? Should George Kambosos invoke his rematch? What's your thoughts on the whole George Kambosos versus Devin Haney part 2?
Now, I thought about this. I thought about this after the win last night. I thought about it, and I thought about it. I said, well, what can Cambosos do different that he didn't do tonight, which was last night? I said, what can he do to stop that jab from popping his head back? What can he do to pretty much time Devin Haney? Because Devin Haney is quicker. And Teddy Atlas came out and said timing beat speed. Well, he was wrong. He was wrong because Devin Haney's speed beat
Timing do beat speed, but when you got speed and time and shit, that beat timing. And Devin Haney had both last night. Go ahead.
Right. And Cambosos didn't have the timing at all because he was missing all day long. But so what can he do to pretty much stop Devin Haney? I think absolutely nothing. Now, he's pretty much like Anthony Joshua and Usyk. You can fight 2 or 3 times and still Usyk will beat you. Canelo and Bivol. You can fight 2 or 3 times, Bivol will still win. The same with Devin Haney and Kambosos. Still the same way. They're still going to fight the same type of fight. I don't see Kambosos changing up his style. I told you, and I always believe this, a fighter is only good as his last fight. And it takes time to change your style of fighting. Now, sure, He can make it rough. He can make it kind of a sloppy fight and a rough and tumble fight. Yes, he can do that. But first of all, you have to pretty much have Devin to slow down. But Devin, all he's going to do is jump out and clinch you, and hold that phone. And he still will beat you on the outside because you had to get in front of him first. And you're going to have to hold, pretty much get close to him first. So he pretty much kept that jab out there all night last night and kept him at bay. And when Kambosos was trying to get in, he missed. But Devin wasn't there. So now if Kambosos was smart, he would take the loss and move on. Now, of course, if he wants the money and he think he have another chance of beating Devin, then okay, he might activate the rematch clause. So it is what it is. Now, I guess if Devin lost, he won't want Devin to activate the rematch clause. I know, but it is what it is. And no, I'd rather for him just to go on and move on, let Dev go on and make his defenses with the belts. That's what I wrote, I would like to see. So that's how I feel about that. Right?
So my answer to do I want to see the rematch is hell no. Hell no. I don't want to see no goddamn rematch, bro. We gotta stop this. Like, I understand rematch clause, and I'm saying if he contractually obligated to do it, I'm not saying Kambosos don't deserve his shot. It's in the contract. If he invokes his rematch clause, then damn it, get a man his rematch. Don't try to wiggle out of it. Don't try to find some clause and shit. If he invokes it, then yes, Devin, go ahead and be a champion and fight him like you said you would. But as a fight fan, I don't want to see that shit, bro. Like, I know I don't like watching fights where I feel like I already know what's gonna happen. At least it was some intrigue in this fight when going into it and shit. You didn't know how Dev was gonna react going over to Australia. You didn't know if Kambosos was gonna be able to keep the fight close enough. But when you watched the fight, you found out Kambosos got no shot, bro. And rematches are for close fights that are very competitive, fights that are very entertaining and very good. It was entertaining to watch Devin Haney get his shine, do his thing, get all them belts. That was entertaining. Don't get me wrong. But now a rematch, no, bro. I don't want to see it. That shit is for close fight. Just like I don't really like Canelo like that. And it was cool to watch him get his ass beat by Bivol. But I don't hate the man. So I don't want to see a Bivol and Canelo rematch because I know Canelo going to get his ass whooped, bro. Go fight a fight that might be competitive. They got some intrigue or some shit. You don't need to be in there with Bivol. He's just better than you. Same thing with Kambosos. I don't like his ass. I think he's a piece of shit. I think he's a scumbag. Like I've said all of this shit, and I'm not changing up now. Like I don't like that he lied, said he was gonna fight Devin Haney, and then went on and tried to really fight Lomachenko. Like the only reason he fought Devin Haney because Lomachenko was in a war. Okay, I don't like Kambosos, but just because I don't like him, bro, I don't have any interest in watching him just get his ass whooped by somebody that what I'm saying can't really do nothing with him. Or he can't really do nothing with, I should say. Like, I don't want to see that shit, bro. Let Kambosos go fight Nakatani. That's a good fight. Go let him fight Richard Comey or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let him work his way back up. Loma did it. Loma worked his way back up. And he was more competitive at the end of the fight with Teofimo Lopez. So if he got to work his way back up, Kambosos should have to work his way back up too. That just ties Devin Haney up for the end of the year. And we all like I understand like becoming undisputed and shit, but Devin Haney, like he got bigger fish to fry than fighting Kambosos twice in the same year. Kambosos is garbage compared to Haney, bro. He can fight, don't get me wrong. Kambosos is a good fighter. He just ain't on Haney level. And Haney proved that shit already. Why we gotta watch him go do the shit again? Kambosos literally is a dude with a 50% knockout ratio that would have a puncher's chance in the fight against a masterclass boxer. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are the odds of him landing that one big shot? Because he can't box with Haney. Like, I'm not trying to see that shit, bro. I'm not trying to see that shit again. And salute to Mr. Munt. He said, why would Australia want to sponsor another Haney Kambosos fight? Ain't nobody going to show up this time. It was 2-1-sided. I hope you're right, bro. Yep. I hope you're right. Now, I want to get to two more things. Two more things, y'all. Think the topic number one. Did you hear what George Kambosos said in this post-fight press conference?
No, I couldn't turn it up.
He's on his Canelo shit. He said he feel like he won. He said he threw more punches. He landed more punches.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to make some adjustments in the rematch. So for those of y'all that, at least for right now, we're going to get the fight because George said he want the fight. What do you think of him? What do you think of him and his, you know, his whole like not accepting defeat? Because he did a good job in the ring. In the ring, it was like, all right, cool. He said this Devin Haney moment, the better man won. But I guess the punches set in on him, like between then and then the damn post-fight press conference. And then when he got to the post-fight press conference, he said no excuses. But then he made a shit ton of excuses, even went so far as to say he felt like he landed more punches and threw more punches and he won the fight. Well, what you got on that, man? On George Kambosos' failure to accept defeat?
Well, well, you lost, okay, and I know you don't want to accept it, and you can't say that you landed this and landed that because you missed all night long. Everybody in the stadium saw that. So it's nothing, like I said again, it's nothing that you can do to make it change. It wasn't that close. Yes, they tried to pretty much make it look close. So you're the hometown guy. They don't want to make sure you got washed, but you did. And it's nothing you can do to change it, you know, and it wasn't nowhere close, you know, and so I don't know what he's saying. Yeah, he might have threw a lot of punches, but they didn't hit nothing but air. He was throwing everything hard because he was trying to knock him out, but he was missing. He was missing. Now he wasn't in there with Tia Lopez. Now he knows that Devin Haney is faster and smarter, and now he pretty much was getting hit everywhere. I'm talking about not only the jab. I mean, Devin Haney was using the right hand to go to the liver. One right hand, just one hand, not two. One hand going to the liver, got in and got out. So it's nothing that you can say, Cambosos, that say that, hey, it was a close fight. It wasn't nowhere near close at all. And if I was you, I would move on, and you don't want to make a fool out yourself again. All right. So if I was him, I would want to move on and go to and try to get back up to where I was. Now, I understand that he feel bad that he lost, and he lost at home. And like I tell everyone, and I'm gonna say it again, if you're gonna talk that shit, you gotta back it up. Can't nobody fight for you but you. And I'm
Hey,
saying that.
real quick, OG. Hey, Molly Franks, I didn't block you from the channel, but you can't be throwing the N-word in the chat, bro. That'll get me blocked and all that. That'll get me, you know what I'm saying? They'll demonetize my shit or only partially monetize my video. So you gotta watch the N-word, bro. I just deleted the comment. You ain't blocked on the channel. You can still comment and shit. But don't be dropping N-bombs, bro. That'll get me in trouble. Go ahead, OG.
Yeah. But I mean, in Australia government, he's right. The Australian government, they do not. They actually they didn't want to put the money up, but they went on and put the money up. If it was Lomachenko, and then I think they said Devin Haney, then they put the money up, and they did. But now after they see the fight, and but now if they profit off of it, good. Was it worth their time? I don't know. But Kambosos lost, and I don't think they have faith that he will win again. So I don't think they're going to put the money up. So Kambosos probably is going to be waiting a long time for a rematch because I don't think it's going to happen. Now, sure,
I hope you're right.
Yeah, so
I hope you're right for sure, because I don't want to see that shit. And just him being fucking like all that talking after the press conference. I don't know what it is. Like, people don't be wanting to accept. Like, Canelo did this shit, Rolly did this shit, and now I'm hearing Cambosos. Maybe it's just something with fighters and shit. Maybe they got too much pride and they too arrogant and shit. They can't say they lost a fight. But all these dudes be saying the same dumb shit. I feel like I won. I feel like I did it. Like, bro, Rolly literally was like, I won every round. I won every round until he just landed a good shot. Like, all right, bro, like, miss me with that shit. Like, all y'all, bro. Kambosos, have some class, accept your defeat. You know what I'm saying? And just move on, bro. Just like what he did in the ring was cool. I had gained a little bit of respect back from him. And then right when I gained a little bit of respect, I try to be like, all right, knockout, don't be so hard on him tomorrow. I'm literally talking to myself, like, yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be too hard on him. He took his defeat like a man and shit. I go lay in the bed and shit. I'm chilling. I turn on the post-fight press conference. I feel like I landed more punches. I threw more punches. I was aggressive. He didn't really want to fight. I feel like bro, you know what? I'm shitting on you, bro. You on bullshit, bro. So miss me with that. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. You got your ass whooped. Take it like a man. And he going for the rematch for right now. And I hope that they find a way not to do the rematch. Hopefully he wises up, rewatches the fight, and realize he got his ass whooped and then don't want the rematch no more. But if he does want the rematch, then Dev, of course, got to honor it and shit. And I'm gonna push for him to honor it because you got to honor the shit that you signed. You signed the shit. You said you would do it. So just go do it and beat his ass again. And salute to Zenith back in that super chat with the $10. He say, "This proves my point that the best isn't about skills. To most fans, it's about familiar names. Santiago won more rounds against Haney than Kambosos, but he called him a bum. Cam should fight Rolly." That'd be an interesting fight. So last question I want to get to, and I want everybody in the chat to answer this now. And I got 232 people in here with 191 likes. I know I don't have 41 haters. I know it's probably just 41 people forgot to smash the like button. So if you could smash the like button, and also I highly doubt that everyone that's in here is subscribed to the channel. So please subscribe to me, subscribe to KQKC if you haven't already. Please be sure to do that, man, because we do this every Sunday on my channel and on his channel. We alternate, and then we both go live during the week. When we get ready to wrap the show, we'll let you know when we're live. We'll let you know about the videos we got coming so you guys can stay, in tune with the content. But please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and please smash the like button just in case you guys forgot to do so. But let's get to it, man. Last question, and I'm glad Zena brought up the word the best. So I got a question for everybody in the chat, and I want KQ to answer this question, and I'm gonna answer the question. After this performance, Devin Haney being undisputed champion of the lightweight division, do you now consider Devin Haney the best lightweight in the world? Why or why not? And then everybody in the chat answer the question as well. Do you guys consider Devin Haney to be the best lightweight in boxing? What do you got on that, OG?
Well, okay. You know what? I'm going to have to answer this like two different ways. Yes. Why? Because he's undisputed. You got to be the best to be undisputed. That means that you won all the belts in the full belt era at the rightful age of 23. So that makes you the best at what you do. Now, also, but can you put him up against the other lightweights that went a different route? Now, of course, other lightweights, Reverend Bradley last night, Tim Bradley, he said, I still say that Shakur Stevenson is better from 130 to 140 than anybody in the world. All right. Now, that's his opinion. Now, you got Shakur Stevenson out there, and you got a lot of other fighters that's out there. Now, but I would say Devin Haney is up there. Now, I always talk about his punches, his power. And right now, I would say this. Devin Haney, he punches in combination. Yes, he can knock you out. Do he have that one punch, Deontay Wilder type punch or Gervonta's strength? No, he doesn't. All right. Even Shakur Stevenson says that also. But Devin Haney got enough to respect him. So right now, I can say that right now he's the top dog at lightweight. And right now, I can say that comfortably. Now, don't forget, Gervonta Davis is out there. Gervonta Davis now, he give Devin Haney a run for his money. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and say that Devin Haney can get beat by Gervonta Davis. I think Gervonta Davis not only has the fundamentals, but he has the power. And that's the difference in him and Devin Haney. Devin Haney has the fundamentals, and yes, he has a lot of power. But between them two, and these are the two I consider the best lightweights right now. Right now, I think Gervonta Davis edged out Devin Haney. I'm sorry, I'm just being honest. I think Gervonta Davis is a great puncher, a great thinker, and he's a great mover. But I'm not going to take anything away from Haney because he's undisputed. So I mean, you got both. Both guys. You got Gervonta Davis up here. Then you got Devin Haney up here too, kind of, because he's undisputed. So right now I would say Gervonta Davis if I would have to pick one. So
got you.
Yeah.
So I asked the question that way on purpose. Is he the best? Right? Because I wanted to hear what you had to say, and I wanted to see what the chat had to say. And the other OG coach, he says yes, he's the belt. He has all the belts. And that's the frame of mind of a lot of people. And then some people are saying skills or whatever, and they're saying, yeah, he's the best. Me, I think he's the man, right?
Right.
I think he's the man. I think he's the number one lightweight. You got to put him there. But the best, I don't know yet, bro. I don't know yet. There's some guys I want to see him fight for. Similar, and this point is for Coach. This one's mainly for Coach right here. Similar to how do you consider it? Because I know Coach got David Benavidez over everybody at 168. But shouldn't you consider Canelo Alvarez the best? He got all the belts at 168. But a lot of people don't consider him the best because there's still a guy in David Benavidez that they want to see him fight before they can do that. You know what I'm saying? And so for Errol Spence, he's the number one welterweight in the world to me. But can I wholeheartedly say that he's the best? I believe so. But Terrence Crawford has a stake to that throne right now. He has a claim to that. Until you beat Terrence Crawford, we can't just know unequivocally if you're the best or not. So I think there's a difference between being the man, being the guy, and being the best. Devin is that dude. He is the man right now. Mm-hmm. He is number one, bro. He got all the belts. You understand what I'm saying? All of them, bro. Every last belt, he the man. But being the man, just like Canelo is the man, being the man and being the best is two totally different things. You got to clean shit out. It's somebody else that people think can get you. You know what I'm saying? And so, and that's the thing I do like about Devin Haney. With him in charge right now, the one thing I love about him, bro, when him in charge, we going to find out, or we going to find out people ducking his ass. Because we going to find out with Devin Haney, because Devin Haney want all the smoke. So,
right.
There's guys, it's some guy, I'm not saying it's me. I think him and Loma is a 50-50 fight. I would favor Tank over him right now. But I want to see those fights. He beat those dudes. You can't say shit. So it's still people that we need to see you fight. Kambosos is an outstanding win. It's his moment. Everybody get that man his props. He did his thing. But I can't go to he's the best lightweight in the world until I see him beat Tank Davis, until I see him beat Lomachenko. You beat those two guys, you the best. Those two guys beat you, they the best. Loma beat you and Tank, he the best. Until those three mix it up, in my opinion, right now, I gotta see it. But I will say he the man. I will say he number one. He got all the belts, and you can't take that from him. He the man right now. But I can't just call him the best just yet. I need to see these fights. And thank goodness we got somebody like Devin Haney, not Kambosos, not fucking whatchamacallit, what's the guy's name? Not Lomachenko, not Lopez. He gonna actually go out there and go after the smoke. So I can't wait to see what's next. I hope that somehow I need the WBA to step in. I need the WBO to step in. Somebody mandate Loma versus Haney, or somebody mandate fucking Tank versus Haney and get Kambosos the hell up out of here, bro. Because I ain't saying Devin won't beat them, but I guarantee you he won't beat them as bad as he did George Kambosos, bro. I guarantee you those fights will be more competitive, bro. Even if Devin do win, those will be some more competitive fights. Get Kambosos the hell up out of here. Let him go fight fucking Isak Cruz. Let him get in there with Jojo Diaz. Let him fight fucking let him go fight Richard Comey and Nakatani. Let him do something. Let him do something. I ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. I'm not trying to hear that shit at all. Get him the hell up out of here. WBO, I don't usually rock with y'all. WBA, I hate y'all, but please mandate something. Please mandate something for your boy. Give me something. I don't care which one right now. I don't care if it's Loma. I don't care if it's Tank. Give me something other than Devin Haney versus George Kambosos 2. I don't want to see it. We don't need to see it because we all know what's gonna happen. Y'all, everybody seen how close the odds was before this first fight. Let them make that fight and then watch how far the odds are. But they're gonna be like Devin Haney minus 800 favorite. he gonna be such a huge favorite, bro. Don't nobody want to see that shit, man. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Put us in the fight with Loma and show us that it ain't as close as we think it is. Put them in the fight with Gervonta Davis and show us that it ain't as close as people think it is. And that's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see none of this shit with no Kambosos, bro. But me, I ain't ready to call him the best. I will say that he the man, though. And if you want to be considered, like, I can't say Tank Davis is the best. I can't say Loma is the best. I think Tank Davis will beat them. But I don't know who the best is until they all fight each other, bro. Straight up and down. They need to fight. They need to get it on. And hopefully Devin Haney is the same person that he was when he just had the WBC. He will go for the gusto and try to go get those fights. And that's all I got on it, man. We about done. OG, you got anything else you want to say about this fight? Any other questions? Any other topics?
No, no, that's about it. It just was a great fight, and I want to thank everybody that came in on last night for the fight call. I thank you all for coming in and hearing me call the fights. We did over 16,000, and that was great. And I thank everybody for the super chats and the cash apps last night. And hey, we got boxing, baby. We got boxing again. We got it Tuesday morning, early Tuesday morning. So boxing is heating up. They said it on ESPN, on the news of ESPN. They are talking about boxing now. Boxing, non-boxing fans are talking about boxing. Boxing now is becoming a major sport again. All right. So, man, look, if you don't do anything else, always watch boxing. And you can watch me, KQKC, Monday through Friday, baby, at 12:30 p.m. Central Time. And Saturday night, you know where I will be, calling a fight somewhere, somehow. So keep it in mind. And don't forget, on Sunday mornings, right here, Knockout Boxing and me will be here every Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. Central Time. It
Yes,
doesn't
sir.
matter which platform you're on, just make sure you subscribe, and that way you will get a notification. All right.
Yes, sir.
But
Yes,
that's all
sir.
I got. Great fight. Congratulations to Bill Haney and Devin Haney, one of the youngest undisputed champion, and number 8 of this undisputed list. All right. So with that, that's all I have.
Got you. So for me, man, I appreciate KQ always coming in and making sure we have a great show together, man. It's been a great collaboration. So y'all please go subscribe to KQKC. It's 213 people still in the building. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button before
Yes,
you
sir.
leave. I'm live every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Live every Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Then as KQ said, we're live together every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Central Time. And then we also both drop videos all throughout the week, on the hottest topics in boxing. So be sure to check all those out, man. We got good content for you guys, and we're gonna keep grinding, man. But thanks to everybody that showed up and showed out in the building today, man. I appreciate y'all. KQ, I appreciate you, man. Enjoy your Sunday. Great calls yesterday. Great content, brother. Keep pushing. I'm gonna do the same over here, and we'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Appreciate y'all.
That's most definitely.
All right, y'all. Peace out, man.
All right. Peace.